Included in the box, you'll find a charger, a multi-tool, your manual, and keys. Let's get started with setting up your scooter. Begin by unfolding the steering column and tightening the column lock. The best way to do this is by tightening each clamp gradually, a few turns at a time. Tighten a bit of one, close it, then tighten the other. Repeat this until they're firmly tightened. Be careful not to over-tighten. Doing it this way will help you achieve the best results. If you experience any creaking or wobble in the steering column, make sure you've done this step properly. To install your handlebars, first remove the 4 screws and faceplate from the stem clamp. While holding the bars in position, replace the plate and then insert the screws a few turns with your fingers. Using your included multi-tool, tighten the screws in an X pattern so that even pressure is applied. Check that it's secure. Moving along with the handlebars, you'll notice that there may be several loose components that need tightening. Each has a screw underneath to allow for this. Once you get the parts in the right position, use your included multi-tool to tighten the screws. Use this time to set all your levers and buttons to a position that's comfortable for you and suits your riding style. On this side of the handlebars, you'll find the rear brake, bell, and the buttons to engage eco mode or the dual motors. Your throttle is an exception, needing 2 screws tightened up top to keep it clamped in place. On this side of the handlebars, you have your front brake, throttle with colored LCD, and key ignition switch with voltage readout. Your keys are unique and cannot be replaced. The scooter will not turn on without a key. If you're worried about losing them, it's recommended that you make a copy and keep it in a safe place. Insert your key in the ignition. Turn it and you'll see the voltage display light up. Press and hold down the red power button to turn on the display. Hold down the mode button to turn on the scooter's front and rear lights. Hold it again to turn them off. Pressing mode will cycle through the speed modes from 1 to 3, 3 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. Each mode offers a different max speed. Pressing the power button cycles between your odometer, trip, and battery voltage. The battery bars read voltage, so it's normal to see them drop when the motors are engaged. To access your scooter settings, hold down both power and mode. To cycle through the different pages, use the power button, and to make any changes, press mode. Note that pressing mode only increases values. To reverse the direction, hold down power. It's best not to change any of these values unless you know exactly what you're doing. Hold both power and mode to exit the menu, and hold just the power button to turn the display off. These buttons switch between 2 different riding modes. Pushing in the orange ECO button will engage ECO mode, limiting the scooter to about 30 km per hour, regardless of what speed mode you're in. Pushing in the single/dual button will engage the front motor, giving you added torque for speed and hill climbing. Let's go over charging your scooter. Always plug your charger into the wall first. Notice that there's a notch in the plug and a notch in the socket. These need to be lined up before they go together. If the plug doesn't go in easily, rotate it until it does. Don't force it. Use the screw lock to prevent accidental removal. Your charger light will change from red to green once your scooter is done fully charging. Remove the charging plug. Remember to replace the dust cap in order to keep dirt and water away from the connectors. It's important that you try to keep your tires inflated to the recommended pressure. For the Pro, it's about 50 psi. It's good to check the pressure at least once a week. Owning a pressure gauge, or a pump with one attached, makes this a really easy step. Doing this and other regular preventative maintenance, like checking the tightness of screws and nuts on your scooter, will help prevent flats, giving you a smoother ride and keeping you on the road for longer.